It's 135 The Beat, Miami's new number one for hip-hop, R&B, and the Breakfast Club. I'm so happy today because when I first heard this man's voice, I was like, what? Is this for real? Is this hip-hop? Is this where we at? I love this. Very excited. So you can imagine how excited I am to actually have him in the studio with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Toliver's in the building.
Yo, what we doing?
What's going on, my brother?
How you feeling, man? I'm good.
Can't complain. Where you from originally?
Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
Come on.
That's this, right? You got to put this up. Yeah.
Two of them.
That's what's up. It's a pleasure. What part of, because I know there's different like sectors and areas in Houston. It's wide.
Yeah, I'm from the southwest side of Houston, Texas. A-Leaf, we call it.
A-Leaf, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
A-Leaf. I know a lot of Caribbean people that live over there.
Yes, for real.
That's what's up. So you're born and raised there? Your parents from there as well?
No, my mom is from California and my pops is from the north side of Texas.
That's what's up. So how did the music find you, brother?
The music found me through my parents. And my parents listened to so much good music my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
It just like, I just ran into it, picked it up as a kid and kind of figured my own way into it.
How did you know, at what point did you realize that you could sing? Because I consider what you do singing, right?
Yeah.
You consider it as well, right?
Yeah.
It puts you in a kind of like a special category. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I always think about this. It's like the first time I actually knew like I had a voice, my dad took me to like a barbershop. When I was young enough for my dad to still be taking me to the barbershop.
Right.
I was like 10 or something, 11. And they was playing music Soul Child. And it's like something made me want to reenact the way he sounded. And I sounded, to me, I damn near, because I had a young voice, I sounded better in my eyes because I just had like a young voice and it was like pure.
Which song was it? You remember?
I think it was Buddy.
Okay.
I think it was Buddy.
Yeah.
I think it was Buddy. I ain't gonna
dope.
lie. I think it was Buddy. But it was a vibe, man. Just being in like a barbershop, having that moment. It's like a black barbershop. You know how the vibes is. Like
Absolutely.
really one of those moments where music playing and we all vibing. Me as a kid just like kind of playing off of what I heard. And just like ever since then, I always was singing.
That's what's up. Well, listen, you do it well, and you bring a style to the game that's so unique. Like I remember the first time, hearing you, I was like, yes, you know what I mean? Because like with hip hop, hip hop is so many things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, I felt like you kind of like created a lane. Although there's been singing as a part of hip hop, just your voice was like a lane in itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you hear that because like. Me, when I got in the game, I always strive to do something different, and I felt like I wouldn't be in the industry, I wouldn't be an artist if I couldn't do anything different. If I can't offer you something different than the next man, I have no business being in the industry.
Yeah.
So
Man.
I definitely didn't want to sound like anybody else. So that's why you just hear that distinctive like sound that you never heard before. You kind of want to put your finger on it, but it's just like something that I'm doing.
Absolutely. You said it perfectly. So with that being said, who was the person that discovered you? The one that took you to the studio, the one that says, nah, man, this is beyond the barbershop. This needs to be worldwide.
Who discovered me? I feel like who discovered me, honestly, I was always in a duo with one of my close friends.
Gotcha.
His name was Young Josh, and we was always doing music together, but I feel like who discovered me and kind of like put everything, kind of like on the forefront for me was my DJ. Because, when I started to do things on my own, I wanted to link up with a DJ in my city who was young, but who was hungry and wasn't afraid to play new records in the city.
Right.
So I got with him and we just took over the streets. It's like,
who is that DJ?
Dr. McDaniels.
Okay.
He still DJs with me. He DJs with me to this day. Still my ongoing tour DJ and
Nice.
club DJ. And yeah, me and him just kind of like he didn't care. He was damn near he was about to get in fights and everything else, and
Because he believed in you.
because he believed in me. Yeah, and the promoters was hating. He didn't play my music, like hot hour too, like 1 o'clock. You
Right,
know,
right.
you know, hot. Some Don Toliver ain't never heard before,
Right.
and I love him for that because that gave me all the charisma and all the courage to want to really tackle the streets.
So talking from about that, where people not quite understanding, not getting your style, and that must have been frustrating. But to go from that to like, you know, the big heavy hitters in the game now calling your name and wanting you to be on their songs, like, how does that feel? That from that transition.
That's really all I ever wanted, to be honest. Like, it's a lot of things that I've like gotten along the road of me trying, gaining success in the industry or success in whatever I'm trying to do. But the one thing that I really cared about the most was just being felt and heard and understood by like a large group of people. Now my music is heard all around the world, and
Mm.
I just can't thank God enough, because at the end of the day, that's all I really, really, truly wanted was just for people to recognize, like, nah, dude, crazy,
Got
and
you.
that's really.
You don't seem, and I'm saying seem because we judge things by what we can see, right? For the most part. You don't seem like a person that came from the streets and was in the mud and da 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 and had to do a lot of crazy stuff.
Mhm.
You don't come across that way. What was your story before, music saved you?
Honestly, like, when I got out of high school, I started just picking up like a bunch of little jobs, never worked for me. Um, I started just hustling. I was me and my bros were just hustling crazy for a long period of time from release like 2014 all the way up until I signed my deal. I was really just in the streets pushing my music, selling
Mm.
little CDs, um, really just locked in with my friends because I felt like they was working, they was getting to it, in a different way. And honestly, I wanted to like get to it the same way.
Right.
So it gave me time, and I was able to just, hustle, stack my bread up for a couple years. So I had a lot of time to go club run. I had a lot of time to, but it was kind of crazy. It's like when I had to sign my deal, like I was so deep into just hustling and running my own little plays and shit that I had
Mhm.
going on in the streets. Like, I lost all of that club running, and I lost everything I was really
Wow.
working hard to kind of obtain, which was really nothing because I wasn't dedicated to the streets or hustling, selling CDs,
Anyway,
or
yeah.
all of that. But
Mm.
at the same time, it did give me time to chase my dreams, and that's what I used it for.
It worked out.
It worked out.
That's beautiful. To this day, what would you say is your biggest song, the one that people come up to you and the one that they mention the most?
Um, I think my biggest song, if I would have to say, is "No Idea."
Yeah.
No Idea is just a crazy thing, It's one of those things where just I wasn't really 100% believing in myself. Um, Travis, he 100%, 3,000% believed in that song.
Right.
I don't know if it was just like him just saying I like it, I think it's cool, but he 100% every time I would ask him because it was in comparison with like another song, and that song he was just like, bro, the song is amazing. I don't know kind of why I didn't really.
I hear that a lot though, honestly, because I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of artists over the years, and I hear that a lot. Like some songs that they was a throwaway for them end up being their biggest hit. I hear those stories a lot. So I think it's kind of cool when people could see something that you can't see, and then it ends up being like really big for you.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I didn't expect it. I
Yeah.
didn't
So
expect
listen, I know that you got a new project.
it.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Lovesick. Lovesick is my second album. Well, I'm sorry, my third album. And it was just really me waking up like, yo, first of all, I want to do a crazy album, but I don't want to do it regular. I don't want to just shoot. I don't want to just make a group of songs and label it as this and just shoot a couple videos. No, I want to come up with a concept to give my fans something great. I want to come up with a crazy idea that nobody's ever done, and I want everything to be cohesive. So that turned into me saying, yo, I want to make my own movie and I want to score the music with my own music. And I kept working on it. I got with creatives and more people kind of helped me, writers kind of helped me build the story together to make this movie happen. And that's how Lovesick really came about.
Wow. So Lovesick is a movie.
Lovesick is a movie. It's
Genius.
Yeah, it's a whole movie. It's on Amazon Prime right now. Short film. It's about like 13 minutes, I believe, but it's really just like a short film to intell the story that I wanted to display with this album when it comes to exactly what Lovesick is and how the music should be felt. The movie kind of visually gives you some information on what it should look like.
That's amazing, man. It seems like you just a trailblazer, and every fork of the road you get to, you like, you know.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I look back at my life, bro, I really, really, truly, I can really, truly say that I have trailblazed every obstacle that's been put in front of me, except like working 9 to 5.
Right,
Like,
right.
I got fired at a
Me
couple
too.
of those.
Don't worry.
But everything else that I like really put my mind to,
Yeah.
I went crazy.
Yeah. I mean, 9 to 5s are not traditionally for, creatives and stuff like that. So that's why we find it hard to be in those settings. But listen, you definitely was not supposed to be a 9 to 5. You have blessed us with your voice and your talents. You know what I mean? Congratulations on Lovesick. So happy to have you here, you know what I'm saying, to have this opportunity to talk to you. I know you're going to be doing your thing Friday with Future.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Are you on tour with him, or are you just kind of doing a couple stops? What's the vibe?
No, I'm on the road with him for his second leg of the One Big Party tour. And
Nice.
It's been amazing. This is my first time like really opening for anybody my whole career. And it's a learning experience. It's an amazing experience, and just to be in front of all of Future's fans. Future's been concrete in this game for years, and just to be in front of his fans and to be able to perform and get the love is just amazing.
You've worked with so many huge artists in the business already. Is there one that's missed you that you'd like to work with? Somebody you'd like to collab with? Because you're amazing with the collaborations.
Kendrick Lamar.
Gotcha.
I love Kendrick Lamar. He was one of the main artists that I listened to when I want to say I was kind of finding my own artistry.
Yeah.
He was someone that I would listen to, and I would always look at him in a higher caliber of just artistry.
Do you feel that, your style now, a lot of other people are getting comfortable with their own styles? We're seeing other artists like Friday and a lot of others which have a similar, style to yours. Do you feel like, because I just finished calling you a trailblazer, do you feel like, you've opened up pretty much that kind of lane, and now we're seeing a lot of people, flourishing through it?
I feel like honestly, everybody. There's been a lot of people who has came in the game have been innovative. It's just all about like how you carry how you carry yourself and how you carry your creativity. I feel like there's a lot of other guys in the game that's definitely melodic and might be rapping as well, but I can't really say it's too similar to exactly what I have going on, because it's more of an emotion thing with me. Like, and a lot of music that you hear with these guys is very emotional. I love Friday. But I think me and him is just like, he's a different type of caliber of melodic soul, and I'm, but I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think I paved the way. I think there's been a lot of crazy, innovative artists just like me. I just feel like I'm one of the newer kids to do it around this generation.
All right.
I feel like I'm one of the first to kind of bring it back.
Thank you. All right. You've been saying everything so well today. I'm
thank
supposed
you.
to be the interviewer, and you schooling me right now.
Man, I had
But
a
I
good-
love it, man.
Thank you.
I be trying not to offend nobody, but try to get out what I'm trying to say. So you've cleaned it up well for me, and I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Listen, Don Toliver in the building. Love Sick out right now. Amazon Prime. Check out the 13-minute short film with the music. He's on tour with Future. Friday, he's going to be at FLA Live Arena. So glad to have you in the studio. You're such a talented artist, man, and I wish you nothing but the best, continued success. And anytime you come to South Florida, man, you could always come through, let us know what's going on. This is home.
Yes, man. I want to tap in with you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate
real.
you, brother. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Don Toliver.